Ladies to Die For, here to do a unbox and review for acousticpc on the Razer Onza Tournament Edition controller for your Xbox 360 and PC systems. This controller in particular has been on back order for a lot of companies. I know it's like a huge supply and demand issue. Everybody wants to get their hands on it. So let's take no time and look in here and see what we got. Okay, here of course you can see the controller. On the back are the specifications for the controller and then a personal note from the Razer guy, which is, over the whole making of the controller of the company. Now let's open the box and see what we've got inside. Okay, inside your box you'll find your controller, and then you also find this little packet that comes with a few things. You have just some general information on the controller, like the setup, directions, things like that, the stuff it does. Your certificate of authenticity, and some more information on the stuff in the controller, and some stickers. Okay, here's the controller itself. First off, I can say that I absolutely love the rubber-like finish that they have over the faceplate. It makes it for like a better grip all around, and if you suffer from sweaty palms, while you're playing, this should kind of absorb that in a sense, and your hands shouldn't slip, your grip or anything like that. Something else you'll notice, the start and back button, rather than being located up here on a normal controller like that, they are down here. Also, the D-pad, rather than being like one solid button, it's actually 4 different buttons. Now for fighting games, I'm not really sure how well this would work. But in a typical game where you're just going, using this 4-direction, purposes only, I think it would be quite nice because, that way you're not actually hitting 2 or 3 buttons at one time and getting confused. Also, it has the keys up here. They're known as Hyperesponse. As you can see, they are much lower to the faceplate than your normal 360 controller. And when you press them, they kind of sound like a mouse click because that's basically their purpose in a sense. The closer to the faceplate and the quicker the click from them is the obvious faster that whatever you need to be done on screen will happen. It also comes with a 15-foot braided cord, which is very durable just from the feel of it. Your normal controllers are only 10 feet. And just in case, because this is such a long cord, somebody could come running through the house or an animal or something like that and trip over it, rather than pull your Xbox or PC into the floor. It automatically disconnects with ease and will connect back as well, so it saves your system as well. I went ahead and plugged in the controller to my laptop so I could show you the backlighted keys. They're very, very nice and bright actually. On the back I can show you this right here, this bumper and right above the trigger are your basic controller keys. However, this controller comes with 2 multifunctional keys, which are right here and here, and you can remap them. They can be, for instance, I play Call of Duty a lot, and I play on tactical settings, so rather than take my thumb off of the analog stick to hit B to knife, I can turn this over, and I can redo, basically what you do is you hold down the button that you want it to be, whether it be right or left, and then you hit B, and then you push that, and so now every time you hit this, it'll knife. That way you don't have to move your hand off of the analog stick. And to check where you've done them, all you have to do is push this button. It'll say, where each of them's programmed. Okay, something else that's a bit different about this controller compared to your basic 360 controller is the triggers. As you can see, they stick out quite a bit farther than your normal controller. I think if you're into racing games, things like that, it would be a benefit because it's a whole lot easier, I guess because of the surface space you have, to judge kind of like where you're holding it, things like that. Also, this controller, I waited to talk about this last. The claim to fame, per se, for this controller is the analog sticks. They stick up just a bit higher than your basic controller, but they're not as high as a Control Freak, things like that. However, the wheel, as you can see here, and you can hear it when I turn it, if you turn it counterclockwise, you are loosening the tension in the analog stick. So it plays a lot like a PS3 if you're trying to convert from PS3 to Xbox. There is a difference because I play both systems in the analog sticks. But this loosens it up just like, a PS3 controller. Now, if you want to make it tighter, you turn it clockwise, and it has like more tension. To me, you'd have more control over what you're doing. I absolutely love this feature because I'm not the best in the world when it comes to spray and pray, and with this, it's actually helped me to get my aim down a whole lot better. Okay, so last night I played around with the Razer Onza Tournament Edition controller, and I'm known to be a bad spray and prayer, but as you can see, the tension adjustable with the analog sticks, it actually helped me cut down a lot on the spray and pray. Most of my shots were pretty well dead on. I cut this into clips. It was actually a 15-in-1 game on Search and Destroy, but I wanted to make this quick so you guys could kind of see firsthand and maybe give you a little bit enjoyment to watch. After this, I'll give you my final thoughts on the controller, so for now, just enjoy. My final thought on the Razer Onza Tournament Edition controller is that it is a must-have, especially for you, that are into racing games and first-person shooters. The feel of the controller itself is just remarkable. I really like its grip. I just can't explain it. Also, my favorite thing with this controller is the adjustable tension within the analog sticks. They've helped me out tremendously, in aiming and things like that for, the first-person shooter games. I think it is a very neat feature, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not copied, very soon by other controller companies in the near future. Also, the reprogrammable buttons, the remapping buttons, they are also a big plus, for those who are trying to adjust to tactical setups. And I recommend the purchase of this. If you would like to hear any more, detailed or acquire any more information on this controller or the features that it has, also to purchase this controller, feel free to visit acousticpc.com, and I guess happy gaming.